Hello, my name is Hamza Malhi, and today I'm going to be talking about the effects of the automobile and why it overall has a positive impact on our life. First, I'll be talking about the history of the automobile. The first cars were powered by steam and electricity, which is contrary to popular belief, as many people think that electric cars are a new and modern thing. The design of cars had a similar design from around the 1900s to the 1970s and can be seen in the bottom left of my presentation right here. Most cars had a design similar to this one. In 1970, there was a big change in the design of cars. They looked more like the image I had in the bottom right and right here that I'm pointing to, and they were more practical and durable. Cars in the 2000s have had many different shapes and sizes. And here in the top right is an image of the very first type of car. The current state of automobiles is that most cars are gas powered. As I mentioned in the last slides, cars now have many different styles. There are so many different styles to the point where there's no one standard type of car that everyone regards to as a standard look of how cars look like. There are sports cars, minivans, pickup trucks, convertibles, two-seaters, and many more. Hybrid and electric cars are becoming much more popular as of recently. This is because many people are learning about the negative effects of gas-powered cars and switching to electric to be more friendly to the environment. For these reasons, the future of the automobile looks like it is heading towards electric. People want to be more eco-friendly while still driving a lot in their everyday lives. One concern of electric cars is running out of power. If cars run out of gas, they can just go to a nearby gas station. But what about electric cars? I'm sure you've seen an increased amount of charging stations for cars in parking lots and other places. This is to match the demand for electric cars as it's increasing heavily and to take away the concern of running out of power. Now I'm going to be talking about the technology of automobiles. The technology of automobiles are mostly powered by either gas, electricity, or a mix of both in a hybrid. Other technologies in a car are leisure technologies. These are intended to make the trips more leisurely and our lives overall easier. These include Bluetooth, auto parking, speakers, ACs, GPS, and more. I'm now going to discuss the impacts of that automobiles have on specific parts of our society today. First is economic impacts. The automobile is one of the biggest industries in all of the world. The industry sells a total of 60 million automobiles every single year. With all these sales comes in a lot of money. $953 billion arrive into the economy yearly from the automobile industry. These stats show just how big this industry is and how much it affects our economy in a positive way, bringing in lots of money. Next, I'll be talking about the environmental impacts, which is kind of a counter argument to what I'm saying, which is that cars overall have a positive impact on our life. Many say the environmental impacts of automobiles are too much for us just to keep using them the way we do. 10 million barrels of oil are used for automobiles just in the US. Materials have to be taken from the environment and flown in from different parts of the world just to build these cars. 99% of cars use combustion engines, which cause even more CO2 emissions. With the number of cars we use, this ends up polluting the world a lot. However, the way we use cars is too important to take away from our lives. The automobile industry creates a ton of jobs. For example, there are car manufacturers, car maintenance workers, car washers, people who sell cars at dealerships, and many more jobs related to the car industry. There are a total of 9.9 million jobs from the automobile industry just in the US. Also, so much of our transportation today comes from the use of automobiles. We go to school, work, grocery stores, all from automobiles whenever we like. This brings me to my next point, which is the safety/freedom that automobiles provide during travel. You can go wherever you want with automobiles. Some places are much too far to go by foot or bike, and that would be very tiring and isn't very practical. In automobiles, you can go these distances much more easily and safely. The safety that automobiles provide is that you choose when you drive, who you drive with. Also, the car protects you from whatever people or things that are outside that could possibly be dangerous. Also, addressing the counter argument again, the industry is going electric, which will remove or decrease many of these environmental impacts slash worries that people are talking about when relating to the car industry. Thank you for listening to my presentation.